Before the world wakes up, before gratitude is even spoken, some souls are already doing their duty and paying the price in silence. Welcome to the Motivating Tale channel. Long before sunrise painted the sky, a rooster named Nero stood tall on the wooden post of a quiet farm. His chest rose with pride, not arrogance, but with a sense of purpose. When he crowed, it was not just noise, it was his responsibility. His voice cut through the darkness like a promise, pulling farmers from their sleep and reminding the land that another day had begun. He did this every single morning, without fail. He wasn't looking for praise or any kind of reward. He did it simply because it was his role in the rhythm of life. But humans rarely honor what becomes routine. What once felt useful slowly turned into a source of irritation. Doors would slam shut, angry shouts would follow his morning call. Stones were sometimes thrown carelessly in his direction. "That sound ruins our sleep," they grumbled. No one saw the discipline behind his duty. No one saw the protection hidden in his persistence. Morning after morning, Nero endured it all. He swallowed the insults, ignored the pain, and kept showing up. Until one gray, heavy morning, when the sky itself seemed tired. After another wave of harsh words, Nero flew to his favorite fence post and stared into the distance. He thought to himself, when effort has no worth, staying to prove yourself becomes a form of self-betrayal. Leaving with dignity is not defeat. It is wisdom. His heart held no hatred, only deep exhaustion. With one final, powerful crow, Nero spread his wings and left the farm behind, carrying nothing but his self-respect into the unknown. That night, the farm fell into a silence it had never known before. No warning echoed before the dawn. No voice stood guard between sleep and danger. Thieves, who were familiar with the farm's routine, moved like shadows in the dark. Animals were taken, doors were left wide open. When the farmers finally awoke, everything was gone. Only then did understanding arrive late and painful. Nero hadn't just woken them up, he had protected them. And now he was gone. Life often teaches its hardest lessons after the loss. Silent forgiveness is not weakness. It is knowing when to stop knocking on a door that never opens. It is choosing peace over humiliation. Far from that farm, beside a wide and restless river, lived a turtle named Aaron. He was strong, steady, and kind by nature. Every single day he crossed the dangerous current, carrying a frog named Tylo on his back. Tylo complained constantly. He complained about the water, about the speed, about life itself. He never once thanked Aaron. He never bothered to learn how to swim on his own. He believed that support was his right. Years passed like this. Aaron carried the weight without complaint until one season when a drought lowered the river. Stones surfaced, forming a natural crossing. The moment Tylo saw them, he leaped off Aaron's back and hopped across the stones without a single word. In his mind, Aaron was no longer useful. Aaron remained in the river, feeling heavier than ever, not from his shell, but from the years of being unappreciated. That evening, an old Huron landed beside him and spoke gently. "You are strong enough to cross this river alone. But strength must also include choice. Not every burden deserves your back. Not every companion deserves your loyalty." In that moment, Aaron did not forgive Tylo. He forgave himself for staying too long, for carrying what drained him. He decided that from now on his kindness would no longer come without boundaries. Days later, the rains returned. The stones disappeared beneath the rising water. The river became wild and dangerous again. Tylo stood frozen at the edge, afraid. But Aaron was already gone, living freely, feeling lighter and at peace. Elsewhere, in a narrow alley shadowed by neglect, lived a thin, scarred cat named Nico. Survival had taught him to be cautious, but hope kept him alive. Every morning, he sat in front of a grand house where an empty bowl was left by the door. He believed that one day, kindness would appear. A little milk, perhaps. A gentle touch. Inside, a woman watched him daily but never opened the door. Still, Nico returned, day after day. Winter came, and his hunger deepened. One morning, a beautiful golden cat approached him and said softly, "That door will never open for you." Nico looked up, hurt but listening. "You were not born to wait forever," the cat continued. "You were born to live." Those words settled deep within him. Nico glanced at the closed door one final time, then turned and walked away. There was no anger, no bitterness, just acceptance. He chose movement over waiting. He chose freedom over false hope. Knocking endlessly on a closed door slowly breaks the soul. Forgiveness is not about returning. It is about walking away quietly and choosing yourself. Be like Aram, put down the burdens that drain you. Be like Nico, do not wait where love never comes. And remember Nero, the one whose true worth was only realized after his absence. Silent forgiveness does not make you smaller. It makes you unchained. Because the one who learns to walk away with dignity never truly loses. If these stories touched you, please like, share, and comment. Your single comment inspires the next story. Thank you for being here. We will meet again with a new tale.